David Hinton, Brandon, Mississippi. Today I'm going to be talking about the 7 basics that will make you great as you want to be in sales. And also I'm going to be talking about the 4 keys for learning the skills. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell, that way you'll get your notifications. And comment and like if you find this material interesting and stimulating. So, you have perhaps gotten involved in sales, either a corporate sales job or selling insurance, or you're contemplating getting into a direct sales company, network marketing, whatever. But you have bought into the myth of the natural born salesperson. Old Joe or Susie over there, they were born to sell. I could never be like them. Well, that cuts 2 ways, right? First of all, if you don't think you were born with the gift of gab, you're not going to take the time and effort to learn what it takes, and thus you, because of your preconceived notion about yourself, you stay at a rung far below your potential. On the other hand, that same Joe or Susie that you're convinced has the natural gift, if they don't, because they think that they've got it made, they never take the time to learn the skills and practices, and the natural salesperson stays far below the level that they could. So that cuts 2 ways. So there are 7 basics that will make you as great as you want to be in sales. Great salespeople, like great athletes, simply do the basics very well. There aren't any secret formulas, just basics that you need to learn, and I'm going to be covering them here. Number 1, prospecting. Right, you're already shivering, right? That stops many people in their tracks before they even start. If you're fearful of this, it's because you've never been shown the professional way to do it. Now, by the way, these topics that there are volumes of books on each individual topic. I'm just going to be hitting the highlights here, okay? Number 2, making original contact the professional way. Learning how to be memorable in a good way and gaining knowledge about your prospect you can use when you meet them again. So, learning how to make that original contact. That's number 2. Number 3, qualification, qualifying your prospect. This is about learning to spend time with the right people and quit wasting your time with the wrong people. There's a skill for this, okay? Number 4, presentation. Whether you have to give a full-blown presentation, personally or professionally guide your prospect to your company's video or website, you need to get good at presenting in a way where they can see that your product will be and fill their needs, wants, and desires, assuming you qualified them well in the step above, right? So that's number 4. Number 5, handling objections. Learn the basic objections, and if you're in the home-based business realm, there's only a couple of them. And if you haven't gotten a hold of Eric Worre's book, the Go Pro, he covers them, and it's beautiful the way he shows you how to handle those objections. But whatever line of sales you're in, if you learn how to handle them, they will lead you to the next step successfully more often, which is step number 6, closing. Closing. Closing competently is the natural culmination of the previous steps, right? Handle them well, and your income will reflect it. By the way, what do you think is not a good close? Just a little tip there for you. Number 7, referrals. If you have done your previous steps properly, professionally, that is the next natural consequence. It's the next thing, and you have earned that right, and that's what's going to keep you in the sales business. Now, if you're in the network marketing business in particular, that's what's going to build your team. And that referral process might be working with your new distributor to help them find new team members. So, little twist on it, but same idea, right? Okay, so told you there are 4 steps to learning this process, and the whole book is dedicated to the rest of it, but he sets it up. By the way, the book I'm talking about is Tom Hopkins' book about selling, and I've just had a brain aneurysm. I've forgotten the name of the book, but it's hold on a second. How to Master the Art of Selling, Tom Hopkins. So those 4 steps. Number 1, impact. When you are trying to learn something, it's gotta be impactful. How interested are you? Realize how impactful this knowledge is going to be to your career. Now, if you're interested in history, for instance, and you're fascinated by, say, the Elizabethan period of history, nobody has to twist your arm to read books about it or watch movies or YouTube videos. Nobody has to twist your arm. You got to take that level of excitement that you'd have for learning about your favorite, whatever it might be, football team, whatever, and you've got to use that same, because this is what's going to make a difference in your life, right? Okay. Number 2, repetition. Review the material wide awake with intensity. Cut it apart. Sew it back together. Make it fit you. Okay? Number 3, utilization. Use it or lose it. You've got to apply this stuff often, lots, right? And number 4, internalization. Stay with it long enough until it is a part of you. Return to the material often. If you are but I'm going to give you a personal thought on this. If you're a person of faith, you know that you have either you do this yourself, or you've been told from an early time that you should spend time daily in God's Word and in prayer, right? I'm going to make a bit of a bold statement here. I don't think I'm too far off here. But if you took the same, obviously still do that, but if you take the same attitude towards material learning, this in particular, it's going to allow you the type of income that is going to then allow you to contribute more to the building of God's kingdom here on earth, because you'll have more resources, right? So yeah, All right, so again, say you're taking a look at sales from the perspective of our home-based business idea, and you're a nurse, or you are a engineer, or you're a doctor, or you're work at an appliance store, whatever it is. You can take this material and make it your own and earn the kind of money that is going to make a difference. Don't fall for that whole idea that I wasn't born to do this bull. You know, you may not wind up being, the tip top of the ladder, but if you can get competent at it, it's going to make all the difference, and it's going to allow you to do the things that you said you wanted to do, and it's huge. It's huge. So anyway, rambling here a bit, but just wanted to come on here and do that. I'm going to delve further into the actual nuts and bolts of this in some following videos. This is a rich topic, and I hope you get something out of it. I do every time I read it. This is my fourth time, I think, through this book, and you pick something up every single time, and I would highly recommend you pick it up. Again, it's the Tom Hopkins classic book on sales. Have a great day. Reach out to me, social media below. Hope your day goes well, and we will see you again soon.